Hey, I once stood at a car dealership feeling broke. Not because I couldn't afford the car in front of me, because I could, and I knew it was the wrong one. Base model Audi, cloth seats, zero upgrades inside. My savings account had $1,800 sitting in it that morning. I signed anyway. Monthly payment, $487. Insurance, $340 on top. First 3 months, I was quietly drowning and telling nobody. And the wildest part? I wasn't even enjoying the car. I was enjoying what I thought other people thought when they saw it. That's the trap. And most people never actually name it out loud. There's a pattern I kept noticing once I saw it. Someone buys the entry-level version of a prestige brand. Not the best version, the cheapest version with the logo. A base BMW, a logo belt, an entry Gucci piece. The brand marks those goods up 200 to 1,000%. You're not buying quality at that price, you're buying letters. And in most cases, the person buying knows that somewhere. But the logo does something the product itself can't do. It tells a story about who you're supposed to be. I kept seeing this with cars specifically, over and over. Someone finances the bare-bones Mercedes to feel associated with the brand. Meanwhile, a fully loaded Toyota Camry costs $3,000 less. Better tech, heated seats, more comfortable in every measurable way. But it doesn't have the logo, so it loses. The insurance on the Mercedes runs $340 a month easy. Premium fuel, higher maintenance, the ongoing costs stack quietly behind it. What I noticed is the purchase is just the beginning. Status has a subscription fee nobody puts on the price tag. Then there's the version that lives in your closet. Imagine someone carrying a $5,000 designer bag to brunch on Sunday. Their savings account has $1,800 sitting in it, maybe less. The bag costs more than 3 months of financial cushion. I'm not judging the bag, I'm describing what the math reveals. Because that bag isn't a purchase at that point anymore. It's a statement about which things feel more real to them. The image or the foundation underneath it. One of them won. Leasing is where I've watched this get quietly expensive for people. You get the car, you feel the car, you drive it, and you own absolutely none of it at any point. Here's what a lease actually is in plain, honest English. Say the car costs $50,000 new off the lot today. The dealer estimates it'll be worth $30,000 in 3 years. You finance that $20,000 gap, plus interest, taxes, and fees. You pay for the steepest years of the car's depreciation. Then you hand it back and start the whole cycle again. A used car bought in cash almost always beats this math, but the monthly payment fits the budget, so it feels responsible. And that feeling that it fits is exactly how it works. I've also noticed something specific about people and money conversations. The ones who genuinely have it rarely bring it up unprompted. But I kept meeting the other kind, and I recognized it. You mention lunch, they redirect the conversation toward their revenue number. They say they made $600,000 this year, but that's gross. Actual profit after costs? Often under $55,000 when you do the math. Still decent money, but it's a very different story to tell. Or the deal is always coming, always almost closed, always soon. Future tense every time because the present doesn't match the image. I started noticing I did this version of it myself sometimes, sharing the deal before the wire cleared, letting the idea perform. The money isn't real, I've learned, until it actually hits. But here's what I didn't understand for a long time. All of it. The car, the bag, the revenue brag, it isn't really about greed or arrogance in most cases. It's fear. Quiet, constant, completely invisible from the outside, fear. Fear that without the signal, people won't see the value. I bought that Audi because I didn't feel like enough yet, and every purchase like it is a vote against your foundation. A vote that says the label matters more than the account behind it. The truly wealthy people I've met since, genuinely, not performatively wealthy, they bought the flashy thing after the foundation was already solid. Not as the first move to announce they'd arrived somewhere, as the last reward for something they'd already quietly built. Now I ask a different question before I spend anything significant. Not, can I handle the monthly payment? That question is rigged. It's designed to make almost any purchase feel responsible and fine. I ask instead, is this growing my life or performing it? One of those builds something real over years and decades. The other looks good for about a week on Instagram. I also stopped sharing wins before they were confirmed and real. Stopped steering conversations back to what I was working on next. Because the version of me that needed to do that, he was broke. Not just in his account, in how he understood himself. I still think about those cloth seats in that base Audi. The $340 insurance bill I genuinely struggled to cover that winter. The savings account I had drained within about 3 months of buying. All of it spent performing a story nobody around me needed. The trap was never really the car or the logo on it. The trap was the belief sitting quietly underneath every single purchase. The belief that looking wealthy gets you there faster than building does. It doesn't. It just makes the distance feel slightly shorter for a while. Real wealth whispers, it is never once needed to perform.